It's on to a new week for Denver, and next on the schedule are the Titans. They know the blitz is coming. Either the football comes out quick, or it might not at all.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. His counterpart on the Titans sideline, that's Brian Callahan. His guys stuck in a bit of a loop. Denver getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the... So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter, and now looking for more as his guys begin 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Let's go now. Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Mitchell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Ready up. Seven Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's complete to Mitchell. Now he's into the clear again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic. Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Mark.
He has the 4 touchdown passes, and last drive he ran one in for good measure. He's done it all in this one. See what he has in store here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's their quarterback. 55 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Remember, had that long dynamic touchdown run the last time they had the ball. We'll see what he can do to try to top that here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Broncos have taken it. Visitors offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
79 Broncos, 70 Lions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good for Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 47 yards. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, some strong running. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scrambler. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw left left side, complete. That's Sutton. 14 yards that time for number 14. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to step up and run. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. There to make the... So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Still on his feet, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles. We get another look now at this Broncos offense, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And got his man complete. Now he's loose again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah,